Right guys, day off today, lovely day for it, nice and mild. Got coaching with the juniors, my academy later, so I thought I'd get 9 holes in. I've got a really interesting topic to talk about, somewhat controversial, but I think it's something that I really need to discuss and something I really need to start adapting into my game. Okay guys, so I'm not really going to talk much about my golf game in this video, but more about confidence and arrogance and my mental state when it comes to tournaments, because I think it's quite important and I need to get a lot off my chest anyway. So let me just quickly deem what the difference between the two are for me anyway. Confidence, you have a lot of self-worth, self-belief, and you've got a result to show for it. You can show other people and show yourself, and you can feel very confident because you have got that accolade. Arrogance, you have the first two, you have the self-belief, self-worth, but you don't have anything to show for it yet. So you can be deemed arrogant. There's so many world greats that are so arrogant, you could say. And then when they achieve something, or when they did achieve something, all of a sudden they're now confident. For example, Cristiano Ronaldo definitely pops out of my mind. He's now arguably one of the best football players of all time, and he's got all the accolades to show for it. Therefore he's now confident. He's not arrogant as when he was younger. And I think I need a lot more of this in my life, especially when it comes to my golf. I watched a great documentary on Eddie Hall, Britain's Strongest Man. It showed his journey of how when he was starting out he had a 40-hour-a-week job as a lorry mechanic, and he was training in the evenings, making a lot of sacrifices, but the game, or the sport even, was his obsession. And mentally he said to himself that he would nothing will get in his way for him achieving his goal, becoming the world's strongest man. And to this day he's still obviously chasing it. He came very close this year, but unfortunately dislocated 2 of his fingers, his hands, which obviously kind of doesn't help when you're obviously lifting a lot of weight. But the same idea, mentally he's so strong, and he has to be arrogant. Even though he hasn't got that title that he wants yet, he has to be arrogant. He has to believe in himself to achieve what he wants to achieve, or finally achieve what he wants to achieve. And I truly believe he will do it, just through the determination you can see through his eyes. And it's something that I think I need to sort out in my golf game. Now, I'm a very confident person. I'm very settled where I am in my life. I've got the best job in my eyes that I could possibly ever have. I love it. I've got my own house, or my own flat, which me and Mary saved up 4 years to get, and we love it to bits. We're now recently engaged. We've been together 6 years. So in life I am confident. I've got everything I could possibly wish for at my age, and I'm in a very good place. So why is it when it comes to my golf I'm very insecure? And why is it when I go to a tournament the night before I can't sleep? My heart's racing, my mind's going a million miles away, and I'm thinking about how bad I can be playing, how bad the first tee shot could be. Not on purpose, but more subconsciously, rather than sitting there visualising all the good stuff. Why is it when I turn up on the day of the tournament, my hands are shaking, I'm tense, I'm sweating? All these kinds of things don't help, obviously, when it comes to playing under pressure. And at the time I was almost thinking, you know what, you just have to get yourself, especially when I started, it's like, oh, it's just your first few. But it's still to this day they're very much the same. And I'm mentally weak. I know I'm mentally weak now, and it's been such a long time since I've been mentally strong, because I was mentally strong at one point. Not many people know this, but my playing ability test, when you have to do your PGA degree to become a golf coach, you have to do a playing ability test to get onto the degree course. And I failed the test 3 times before I finally did pass. The first time was a nightmare. Second time probably wasn't that much better, to be fair. And then I decided to do something about it. I went to see a sports psychologist. We work on my mental side of the game. And basically she got me to train my subconscious to think positive rather than negative. And my mind at the moment is very much towards the negative than it is the positive. And it's like going to the gym. You go to the gym for 2 years, get into great shape physically, but if you stop going to the gym, you're going to start regressing and you start going to go backwards. And mentally, I've probably got a handicap of about 15 at the moment. It's just nowhere near good enough or where it should be. So I've got to do a lot of work in training my subconscious. And you can train your subconscious, and the way she says you do it is imagine your brain or mind as a field, and you've got two paths. You've got the negative and the positive. If you keep wandering down the negative path, that field is going to get more and more ingrained. That path's going to become more and more apparent. Whereas if you keep going down the positive side, so in terms of telling yourself much better thoughts, much more confident thoughts, that path is going to be the one your brain tend to goes down a lot more often. And it worked. I'm telling you, even though when I finally did pass my playing ability, it was, you have to shoot like 15 over through 36 holes. I shot 2 over first round, 4 over second round, and it was a breeze. And I stood on the HT thinking, right, this is going in the hole. Right, this, I'm chipping in from 40 yards. I've got a 25-foot putt, right to left, snaking, and it's going to go in the hole. And I cannot tell you how many times I actually pulled off that shot. A lot more than I do now. And technically, I'm a lot better of a golfer than I am now, was then. I'm a stronger, my swing hits the better points. I can name all the things in my swing. If you saw my swing 4 years ago, it was nowhere near as good as it is now, technically. But I've seriously neglected my mental side of my game. And it's the next thing, really. If I actually want to be serious in playing professional golf, it's something I've really got to tackle. Because at the moment, it's just not really acceptable. So I want to be, quote unquote, more arrogant. I want to be a lot more positive in my game. I want to believe that I'm going to turn up to a tournament and win it, because at the moment I don't think I've turned up to a tournament and actually truly believe that I was going to win the thing, which is really a crying shame. So that's what I'm going to be working on from now on. I'm not going to be telling everyone I'm the best in the world, or telling the person on the tee that I'm playing with that I'm better than them, but let's just say I'll be thinking it, and I think that's really important for my step forward in my journey, and obviously shooting better scores. Right guys, I'm going to end the video there. 6 holes, 2 over. I feel like I hit it better than that. Definitely striking the ball better. So that's all good. Go try and obviously look for some more equipment for my camera so it doesn't blow all over the place. So sorry again for the shaky footage. Guys, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. And as always, please subscribe, and I will catch you guys later.